I don't know if I'm live or not. I'm trying to check. Oh, alright, yeah, I am. What's going on, guys? Today, as you can tell by the title, we're going to be making some lures. I'm going to be giving some away at the end. Well, actually, I'm going to be giving away all of the lures that I make today. What's up to everybody in the chat? Ethan, Kale, Real Redneck Fishing, Hooked on Adventure. What's up, guys? I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Today we're going to be making some little Bandito bug lures. We're going to be making some paddle tail swim baits. And we're going to be making some Senko worms here on live. And like I said, at the end we're going to be giving all of it away to some random people who are in the live. And the way you can enter in the giveaway, just leave a comment in the live if you're in here. And everybody who comments throughout the whole live, I'm going to pick 5 random people who are just going to get a whole bunch of lures once I'm done making them. And I'm going to give them away to you guys. So let's get started. So the first step, here we got what's called plastisol. And as you can see, it's separated. There's like this white stuff down here and the clear stuff on top. So you gotta shake it up to mix it together, because if you just pour it like this, it's just not gonna set right. It's not gonna hold well. Is it expensive to make them? No, not really, because you can just, I'll show you here. I have a whole bunch of old plastics in here, as you can see. If I wanted to, I could just grab all these old plastics, throw them in here, melt them in the microwave, and pour them into the mold. So it actually saves you a lot of money to make your own lures. The expensive part is whenever you start buying the plastisol and the flakes and the colors and stuff. So it's not expensive to make them if you just recycle and reuse all your old plastics, but to make new stuff it does get a little expensive. To enter the giveaway, all you have to do is leave a comment. That's all you got to do. Leave a comment if you're in the live, and at the end I'm going to select 5 random people, and I'm going to give them some of the lures we're making today. But like I said, first step is to shake this all up and mix it up. And then once it gets to a point where it's good, we're going to pour it in here and throw it in the microwave. Where can you buy? I don't sell my lures, but where can you buy the plastisol? On Amazon. If you just go to Amazon, look up plastisol, and then yeah, you can buy it. Oh, 10% off on Cast King. I'm gonna save that for later. I might need that. But yeah, we're gonna shake this up, and then we're gonna pour some in here. I'm gonna let you guys pick which lure should I do first. Should I do some Senko worms, some Bandito bugs, or a paddle tail swim bait? Let's see, whichever first one I see. Whichever one I see first, that's what we're gonna be making. Worms, swim baits, or Bandito bugs. And my stream is a little bit behind, so. Any flukes? No, I don't have flukes. The closest thing I have is just these swim baits. I mean, I guess it's the same as a fluke though. Black Senko with blue and red flake. We can definitely do that. Alright, I'm seeing a lot for the Senkos, so we'll start out with Senkos. And since somebody said make them black, we'll start out with some black. So first thing we're gonna do is take this cup of this plastic stuff, throw it in the microwave for about 2 minutes, and we're gonna then here's a little coloring we're gonna be using, some black. Let me know what color flakes you guys think I should use on this. We also got some salt here that we could throw in it. And I have some garlic scent that I can put in. 4th of July theme set, that would be cool. Another thing I could do is I can make multicolored ones with this thing right here. It makes like the top half one color and the bottom half another color. So I can do 2 multicolored worms. Black and red, 4th of July. Green flake, red, 4th of July theme. Alright. Blue and red. I've seen a lot of blue and red for the flake. Black Senko with purple and red flakes. Alright, for the first one, I think I'm going to do the Senko black, and then I'm going to add some red and blue flakes, because I'm seeing a lot of red, white, and blue, black, white, and blue, blue and red, 4th of July theme. You know what, since it was just 4th of July, I say we do a 4th of July theme one first, and then next we'll do the black. So, got some white here. Let's find some red. I appreciate everybody for coming into the live. I hope you guys are all having a great day today. Did anybody go fishing at all today or plan to later on? Did you guys catch anything? Any of you guys that went out? This is the closest I have to red, so it's scarlet, but it should do the trick. If any of you guys plan on trying to make your own stuff, just be careful, because this stuff can get really hot, and also whenever you heat it up, it releases some chemicals, so it's not super safe to be breathing in, and it's definitely not safe to put in a microwave that you eat food in. So I would highly advise against that. You should get a cheap used microwave or something that you're not going to be cooking food in, because you can get really sick from mixing this in a microwave you put food in. Caught a dink. I mean, any fish is a fish, you know? It's better than nothing. You're going catfishing. Ethan, what are you going to be using when you go catfishing? I've been trying to get into catfishing lately, but I can't catch anything, man. I've tried everything. I've tried cut bait, chicken liver, Kool-Aid hot dogs. I've tried a bunch of stuff. The only time I can catch catfish is on accident, whenever I'm fishing for other stuff. So we're gonna open this up. Oh, I should probably shake it first. I'm gonna throw some white in there. We're gonna be doing the 4th of July. And next after this, I'll do some black with red and blue in there. You're gonna post it on your YouTube? Alright, man. I'll check it out. I'll make sure after I'm done going live, I'll check out your dink. Hey, Ethan, that's awesome you got to go out with your dad. I try to go fishing with my dad as much as I can, but he's a busy man, so. But it's always a ton of fun whenever I can. Alright, so we're going to add some blue flake in. And then we're going to add some red for a little 4th of July. Some new catfish rigs. Are they like the float rigs, or what kind of catfish rigs you got? I appreciate that a lot, Clown Lee 9. And Kurt, you enter by just leaving a comment, and I'm going to pick 5 random people out of the comments on here. Take a look at that blue flake. Hope you guys can see that. Hopefully it's going to make some pretty lures here. Alright, we got some blue in there. I appreciate that, Real Redneck Fishing. That means a lot. I'm trying to find a good red because all I have right now is scarlet, I think, but it's close enough. I appreciate you guys for liking the stream. Kicking It Bass, what are you going to be using for catfish? I need some advice for what type of bait works good for catfish. Oh. You can never catch it. Man, I can never catch catfish at all, so I'm with you on that. Okay, they got spooks, floats, and rattles. I've tried that before. I actually caught I didn't catch a catfish on it. I caught a buffalo sucker on that same exact rig that you're talking about, Hannah. And it was a pretty big buffalo sucker too. Alright, we got some flake in there. A little red, white, and blue. And guys, please don't take it too hard on me if I mess these lures up, because I don't do this very often. Only every once in a while, so I'm not the greatest. But we're gonna try. Caught some cut bait bluegill. Alright. You caught a bluefin, that's crazy. How big was it? Night crawlers, cut bait bluegill. Sinker, circle hook, and stink bait. I've tried stink bait one time, but didn't catch anything on it. Alright, we're gonna throw this back in the microwave for another 2 minutes. See what you guys are saying. Stink bait, bluegill, worms. Alright. I'm definitely gonna have to try stink bait again, because the only time I used it, it was in a big river and I was not in a very good spot. Again, I appreciate everybody who's watching. 100 pounds, Carter, that's insane. That's a giant. Was that the bluefin? Yeah, 100-pound bluefin. That's crazy. You're going fishing in Alaska. Man, that's crazy. I've never been to Alaska, but that would be an awesome adventure to go. You want to learn how to make your own plastic? It's actually really not that hard. I just watched 1 or 2 tutorials on YouTube, and it turned out to not be as hard as I thought it was going to be. I definitely recommend it. It's a lot cheaper than buying all your plastics from the store. Anything that smells bad and juicy catches catfish. Yeah, that's definitely true. I've caught 2 catfish on my own in my whole life. One of them was on some expired shrimp that was in the freezer for like a month, and it smelled horrendous. I was super surprised that anything ate it. Dana, of course you can enter. All you have to do to enter the giveaway is just leave a comment on here on the live, and I'm going to be picking 5 random people. Personal best is a 10 pass. That's crazy. That's really big. My personal best is probably around 5. I didn't weigh it though. And Carter, I got all the molds off of Amazon. This thing is getting hot now. I think I'm gonna have to add more blue in here. Always went fishing for catfish and thought, oh, you caught a turtle. Those things fight hard. They're no joke, man. Was it a snapping turtle? Were you the one that commented the snapping turtle yesterday? I'd rather catch smallmouth or largemouth. That's a tough one, because I know for me, smallmouth fight a lot harder than largemouth bass, but whenever I catch one largemouth, there's usually a ton around. So it just depends on whether you prefer catching a lot of fish or a harder fight. For me, it really depends on the day, but I'd probably go with smallies because they fight a lot harder. You can't catch a 5-pounder to save your life. It took me a long time to catch a 5-pounder. They're not as common as people think. My favorite fish to catch. I really like catching pike because they put up a good fight, but I don't know as much about pike as I do bass, and I fish for bass a lot more than anything else, so I would definitely have to go with bass as my favorite fish to catch. Catch snapping turtles and big turtles. I've never caught a turtle before, but I heard they fight extremely hard, and I want to catch one. Bass was probably more like 6. Yeah, I was thinking it was 6, but whenever I put that as a caption on a video, a lot of people were telling me it isn't. So you always want to go fly fishing for trout. I have a fly fishing rod, but I've never used it because I cannot figure out how to cast it for the life of me. Like largemouth bass, you got a lot of pike. There's one river near me that has pike, and it's hit or miss. You either go there and catch like 9, 10, or you go there for days and don't catch anything. So good old blue geegie. Appreciate that, Clown Lee. I love fishing for bluegill because it reminds me a lot of whenever I was younger and when I first started fishing, and because nobody fishes for bluegill. See, we're gonna need more blue flakes in this. We're gonna make it a 4th of July one. What am I giving away? I'm gonna be giving away all of the lures that I make today. Every last one of them. Let's see. There's no pike except for Lake Erie. Do you live in PA, Corbin? I know pike are hard to come by around here, but there's some chain pickerel, which are super similar to pike and super fun to fish for. If you ever get a chance for that, there's plenty of chain pickerel around here in PA. Backwaters of the Mississippi River. That sounds like a lot of fun. Backwater fishing in the Mississippi. We're gonna heat these up one more time for about a minute, and then they'll be good to pour. It's getting hot down here. I'm sweating. Bluegill is the most aggressive fish. That is 100% true. I've had bluegill hit crankbaits that are just about the same size they are. Corbin in Ohio, okay. Yeah, I've never been fishing in Ohio, but I know Lake Erie runs into PA as well. The mystery tackle box giveaway, I have 2 mystery tackle boxes left. One is the 6th Sense one, and one is the Catchco one. And I'm going to be doing one of them this Friday and one of them next Friday. Want to go fishing in the ocean? I fished in the ocean one time and I didn't catch anything. I've only ever fished in fresh water other than that. How do you enter the giveaway? Just by leaving a comment, you're already in. I'm going to be picking 5 random people out of here. Minnows fight like a shark. I've never fished for minnows before, other than with the cast net, but small fish fight a lot harder than a lot of people think. That's why I like fishing for bluegill and stuff like that so much. You guys can see them steaming up in there. Should be good to pour right about now. So then we're going to take this little injector We're also gonna take these clamps here. We're gonna put the clamps onto here to keep it sealed together nice and tight. Sit this down right there. And this is where it gets a little messy. You gotta go eat, but you'll come. I appreciate it, man. Enjoy your food. All right, see if that turned out good or not. We gotta wait like 30 seconds, maybe a minute.